Hi, so today, I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a review. Now, there's a lot of talk about, well, not really, actually. I take that back. There's not really a lot of talk about it, but here's the thing. When you buy earphones, you kind of wonder, right? Or, I mean, I know I used to wonder. Are higher priced earphones really worth it? Or are they just expensive because it's a name brand? You know, are you basically just paying for the name? Like, is it even worth the money? And if you buy less expensive earphones, are you actually gonna notice the difference? Is it actually gonna have a surprising difference when you listen to them? Or is it just gonna be the same thing? Now, of course, if you're technically technical, you can break down sound frequencies and all that. But with that aside, because let's just be honest, your general listener isn't a sound tech. So with that in mind, here's the thing. Whether it's a video or music. Let's say, I guess, music, for example, because that's easier to kind of distinguish. See, with a video, you can kind of get away with, to a certain extent, for the general listener, you can kind of get away with watching a video and it doesn't really, maybe, not for everyone, but maybe, you can kind of, like, the sound might not matter. Now I know, calm down, because the song could still matter, or does matter, but I'm just saying, for some listeners, when you're watching a video, the sound, as long as it's decent, kind of might not matter. But when you're listening to music, it's a little different, because if you're listening to a song that has a lot of bass in it, if you're using less expensive earphones, well, you're really not gonna get that punch out of the music. Now, you may or may not know what I'm talking about. This may or may not make sense, but by no means am I an audio tech major. I'm not a sound engineer, and I don't know anything about wave patterns or anything. I'm literally just your average consumer with kind of your average ears. I listen to what I listen to, and I hear what I hear. It's pretty much it. Here's the thing. I wanted to do a little bit of a test. So, I went out and I got some very inexpensive earphones, to say the least. Now, everyone's interpretation of inexpensive versus expensive can kind of differ. So, what I did was I went out and I purchased some of the least expensive. Did you notice the play of words on that sentence? So yeah, I went out and I scrambled around to find the least expensive earphones that I can possibly find. So after much extensive searching around, I finally found some. And here they are. They're by the brand iHip. You may or may not have heard about this brand. Anyways, these earphones came out to about $7 with taxes included and all that good stuff. I don't know, they may have been about 7 and some change. I don't remember exactly, and I don't have my receipt. So yeah, but anyways, regardless of the fact of pinpointing the exact price in total, the main point is they're under $10. So I decided to get them, and let's just say the unboxing part really isn't really that important. That's not what we're here to see or find out. This isn't an unboxing video, it's a review video. A review not of the packaging, but of the sound. And I mean, also they come with a little microphone, but I mean, that isn't part of this video either, so that really doesn't matter. But I mean, for those who care, they're $10 earphones and they have a microphone. So I guess you can say, in all fairness, a lot of earphones for that price don't come with a microphone. So take it for what it is. So I got them, I tried them out, and how do I put this? Here's the thing. If you're not picky about sound, they might not bother you. But if you do enjoy some decent sound, let's just put it this way. Right out of the package, I started having problems. I'm not even kidding. I just took them out of the package. They just started giving me issues. I literally plugged them in, and they started crackling and popping. Like, literally, they're brand new, and they started doing that thing where, you know, when you have earphones with a cable, when you have them for a while and they start doing that thing where you need to mess around with them like this, they're brand new. And right out of the package, I had to start doing that. I had to start kind of twisting them around and folding them and doing this whole thing, you know, and all that unnecessary stuff that you really don't want to do, and especially you shouldn't have to do when they're brand new. But yeah, I was doing that and it wasn't very fun. So first and foremost, I didn't appreciate the fact that these things were acting like if I've already had them for like 3 months, 3 or 4 months, whatever, and they were just out of the package. Like, what is that? Seriously. So I was like, all right, I'll give these things a chance. See what they're worth, see what they sound like. So then I placed them in my ear, and I don't know, they just sounded muffled. They didn't sound clear. They sounded exactly like what it would sound like if you'd put some music on in your room and then walk out of your room, close the door, and then listen to the music through your closed door. Does that make sense? It should make sense. Pretty much what I'm saying is, listening to these earphones directly inside your ears somehow sounds like you're listening to the music behind a door, which is a little frustrating. A little is an understatement. It's the kind of thing where you kind of feel like you need to clean your ears, but you know your ears are clean because you felt like they were dirty, so you had to take these things out of your ear just to clean your ear to make sure they're clean, and then you put them back in and it's still the same thing. So it's not your ears. I mean, it's not your ears. Yeah, so if you don't mind listening to music like this, blah, 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 you know, like if you put your hands over your ears and then you talk, yeah, do that, and that's what they sound like. I'm being 100% serious. I'm not even exaggerating. in the slightest bit, that's what they sound like. Or like if you're swimming underwater and you're hearing something. It's the my hands are over my ears and I'm underwater feeling. And then don't even mention using this little microphone thing. What's the sense of having that on there? I mean, literally. I tried making a call, right? Try to put these things in my ear and making a call. Okay. Well, guess what? I had to tell the person I was talking to repeat what they were saying about 5 times because I couldn't hear what they were saying. They had to literally yell. They had to yell just so I can kind of make out the words. Gets to the point where the person on the other side of the phone starts getting frustrated with me because they think I can't hear. And I'm over here like these sons of a... Sorry, just they suck. Can these things just work? You know, I kind of learned my lesson. Here's the thing. A great man once said,
"You buy cheap, you get cheap."
I think I agree with the Johnson Rock. I mean, I know there's the argument that a lot of times you just pay for the name, and that may be true sometimes, but I do believe that there are some things that you buy and it really does and can make a difference. I mean, there are some brands of earphones that, yeah, are just all about the name, but I think we already know which ones those are. But generally speaking, trusted brands, well, they're expensive for a reason. That's because they're built and made from quality. You don't need to necessarily go out and just spend hundreds of dollars on earphones just to get a decent sound, but I think you can get a decent sound for a decent price. If it seems like something's a little too inexpensive, or it seems like something's a little too cheap, then it probably is. Well, anyways, when it comes down to it, whatever works for you, works for you. It's your money. Spend it how you choose to spend it. I mean, after all, it is your money. So do whatever the you want with it. Anyways, that was just my little, not really in-depth review of these tangled up earphones. If you're on a budget and we're just trying to get something to listen to our music with, they'll do the job. I mean, with the fact that you have to mess around with them, but you know, get by that and you'll be alright. But anyways, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and God, I bit my cheek. But anyways, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, and I will see you tomorrow.